We be in the trenches, we teach where you came. Draw down on the heathen, only love the saints. Let it crack a step, I bet we chop him down. Please don't let this word confuse you, niggas keep it chop around. It's a scary side, we pop up in your town. We gon' push your how line until they put us in the ground. Like, you ain't pushing lines, you a lame. Come get in the field with the bangers. We be in the places that you ain't. Nigga, cause we came from the trenches. Like, nigga, is you realize?
Okay, and what did it say? 83% Nigerian. But prior to that, you had no idea, right? Why do we not have an idea as to where we come from as a people? Say it one more time. Our family didn't know, so then we don't know. So let's walk down the path. Why didn't our family know? Why didn't our grandparents and our great-grandparents have an understanding of where we came from?
Nobody tried to share the story.
Say one more time.
Nobody tried to share the story.
Nobody tried to share. Did they know the story?
Should have.
They should have. Because when you go ask somebody from a different cultural background, they're going to be able to pinpoint and tell you exactly where their people came from. Oh, my people got off the boat, man. They're from Italy. They came over in such and such and such and such. You know? And they'll be able to walk down there without any Ancestry.com. You understand this? So now we got to ask ourselves the question as to why our people don't know that. Why don't we have that? Well, I'll tell you. It's something called the transatlantic slave trade. You've heard of this? You've never heard of the transatlantic slave trade?
Yeah.
You have? Okay. So through the transatlantic slave trade, what happened was we was brought over from West Africa to the Americas, and we was stripped from our language, our culture, our heritage, our tribal names, so on and so forth, right? And after so many generations of slavery, we forget where we come from. You understand? Do you see a problem with this? Forgetting where we came from? Okay, what problem do you identify then?
How are you going to bring your child up in a good way and let them know their purpose if you don't even know who you came from?
Exactly. So you see the dilemma we're in? So now we fast forward to 2025, we see how our communities operate. We're at most of the negative statistics, right? At the bottom of most of the high positive statistics, you understand? But this is because of the effect of us going through that transatlantic slave trade for a generation. You understand this thing? Now what's interesting about this is when you read the Bible is written to a specific people group, and it's told, this specific people group is told that if they stop following after God, that certain negative things would happen. Let me read you one for an example. Give me Jeremiah 17 real quick. Who got it? Read that.
Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So it says God tells his people who are called the Israelites that if you don't obey me, you're going to discontinue from the heritage. You understand this? Much like how our people discontinue from our heritage, like we were just talking about for the last couple of minutes. Right? Read.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
After you lose your heritage, you're going to serve your enemies. Read.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In a land that you ain't never been to or never knew about. Is that familiar with what we went through? Right? So we lost our heritage. After losing our heritage, we served the people that took our heritage from us. Right? Now, is that a coincidence? It's not a coincidence. And this is what we're saying. So this is our message. So-called black people, African Americans, right? We have a descendancy that goes past slavery. You understand? That's not our starting point. We go past that. If you look during the first century, we actually come from and descend from the ancient nation of Israel that we're reading about here in the Bible. You understand this? Give me Baruch 3. What did you got? No, give me Baruch 3. Right? So the reasons why, give me Deuteronomy 11. The reasons why we go through these things is very specific when you read the Bible. So I'm going to tie everything back in together. And I'm not going to take too much of your time up. You understand? You got Baruch? You know what I'm looking for? Yeah. Read that.
Deuteronomy 11 and 26.
So are you familiar with the biblical narrative? Moses, Pharaoh let my people go. After he gets out of Egypt, he goes into the wilderness and he's talking to his people who are the Israelites, right? And he's giving them the do's and the don'ts. You understand? So read.
11 and 26, Deuteronomy. Behold, I set before thee this day a blessing and a curse.
So when Moses is describing the commandments, the do's and the don'ts, he says, I said before you today either a blessing or it's going to be a curse for you, right? Read.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord.
If you listen and obey and follow after the commandments that were set up, the do's and the don'ts, right? You will be blessed. Read.
Which I command thee this day. And a curse if you not obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
So then it's going to be a curse if you don't follow after and obey the commandments of God. You understand this? Then they start explaining all of the curses that are within this contract. So from Deuteronomy chapter 28 and Leviticus chapter 26, it gives a list of bullet points of curses, which are negative things that would happen to a specific group of people, nationalistic. And when you read through this chapter, Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, all of those negative bullet points fit our people to a T. You understand this? So the conclusion that we can come to, reasonably, is that Black and Hispanic people actually descend from the ancient nation of Israel. And the reasons why we go through the various things that we go through that may be negative is as a result of us not keeping the commandments of God. You understand this, sister? So our message to you is, and our message to all of our people is, we need to come back to the morality that was set up, the standard that was set up, and follow after the things, because if that's the reason why we went into the negative things, that's the reason we're going to get out of it. You understand? Read what you got.
Baruch 4 verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath.
So the reasons why we went through the things we went through is not for our destruction, not for us to never be a people again, but because we got our God, our deity, our power upset. You understand? Read.
You were delivered unto the enemies, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God.
Right? So when we sacrifice and we participate in ritualistic things to other deities, that makes our deity upset. You understand this? And our deity's name is Yahweh, and he wants us to keep the commandments that we find in the Bible. You understand this? What's your name, sis? Princess. My name is Makai. It was nice talking to you. Did you have any questions for me? No? Did you take a flight?
Yes, I did.
I will do my best to do that. All right? All right, Princess. You look into that flyer, man. We got much more information than that. What's up? Let me get a slice.
Came from the trenches, like nigga, is you real or is you fake? Ain't no in between, either you are or you ain't. Yeah, niggas know this work ain't for the faint. We can sense the fear, nigga. Tell me what you scared of.